Hi everyone, Grey Power 60 here. So welcome to a session on craft terms explained. Now, I'm not an expert. I just wanted to share this information for some of you who may wonder what the heck these things mean. So we'll start off with the first one, which is substrate. And I have made notes. I did take some information from a dictionary as well because I wanted to get the proper meaning. So substrate in the dictionary is an underlying substance or layer. So what that means is anything that you're using that you're basing your project on. It could be a tag, a journal. This is a substrate. It's just a page. On these, this is an envelope. That's a substrate. And this is going to be a pocket, of course. So that's what a substrate is. Anything that you are working on that it's kind of the base. So I often wondered why people said substrate, and I wondered what that was, so I looked it up. And of course it goes into a much deeper meaning, but basically we use it as the paper that we're using, or whatever the surface is that we're using, whether it be a book or a journal or whatever, that is the substrate. Okay, so that is that. A quick explanation, just basically information that I'm sharing with you. The second thing is collage fodder. Now, I know what fodder is on the farm, but it's anything that an artist uses, apparently. So it could be an envelope, it could be little pieces of art, it could be strips of paper, anything that an artist uses to put something together. That's considered fodder. These are handmade pieces of fodder. I just find it's an odd name, but apparently that's what it is. It could be anything. A piece of tissue paper, a piece of anything that you're using, that's considered fodder. So let's move along here. The third thing, and if you want to put comments in, I can always answer your comments. I don't know how knowledgeable you are about these terms, but these were a lot of new terms to me. Mark making tools is not. It's the impression left by a tool when it comes into contact with a surface. That's number 3. So these are things you can, that makes images, lines, colors, whatever. And according to the dictionary, it could include pencils and crayons, etc. But it also can include things that you've made. Mark making, oops, it was already open. Like for instance, sorry for the noise. I made these different foam stamps to make so that when I press it down, it makes an image. That's mark making. It's making a mark. Basically, that's what that is. I also wanted to include, where did I put it? Oh, for heaven's sake. I just had it in my hand. Okay, silly me, I found it. I had put it in this bag, didn't even realize I had done it. This is a mark making tool that Carrie the Crafter had shown how to make by putting pieces of very thick cardboard together. And what this does is it creates a line. But if you do it straight, it's a line. If you cross it over, it makes a grid. And I was pretty proud of making this. So that's a handmade mark making tool. It makes marks, it makes lines on the paper. I should have had an example of that to show you. I don't think I do. Nope. Okay, so that was number 3. Number 4 is brayer. A brayer is a tool used for rolling inks and paints and things like that. This is my 1.5-inch brayer. My other one is in my paint drawer. So it just goes along, and you just dip it in your paint and you roll it on. It's used in gel painting. Most of you know what a brayer is, but in case you didn't know, that's a miniature brayer. All right, that was number 4. Number 5 is a baren. I didn't know this term. I knew what it was, I just didn't know it was called a baren. And a baren it's a disc-like handheld tool with a flat bottom to press something smooth. So for instance, I made one. I made one out of, I have a round tile. This is so sad. I put some felt on it and tied it. And then when I am using my gel painting, I have an example of one here. So on my gel plate, I would brayer on some paint, put my paper on, and in order to make sure it's smooth, you would use this tool, this baren, to smooth it out. I mean, I usually do this, but since this is a flat surface, I'm anxious to try. I haven't tried it yet on my paints, but anyway, that is what baren is. Now, usually they're made of wood, beautifully handcrafted. I checked the prices. They're a little bit expensive, hence why I made my own. And it's a smooth, flat surface of this round, what is it? A tile, I guess. And anyway, and that's what I can use to go around. So I made my own. Okay, no laughing. So that was number 5. Number 6 is the last one that I'm going to talk about today. And if you have any questions on any terms you've heard that you don't know, I may not have heard either. I wouldn't mind you sharing that with me. I'm new to the art world, so yeah, leave a note in the comments and mention something you've heard that you might not know the term of. The last one is burnish. A lot of us have heard this often, where we're folding a piece of paper. Basically, the term is used to flatten a surface like a folded piece of paper, and some people have a bone folder. I don't know where mine is right now. Or some people use their finger, or if it's very thick, some people use the end of their scissors, so that we would flatten that surface and make it nice and flat so it would stay. So that is what burnishing is in the art world. That's what burnishing is. Anyway, guys, that is it for me. I just had 6. I even left little notes for myself. 6 terms to explain what they mean in our crafting world. And like I said, if you have any, this is fodder. If you have any questions, or if you have a term that you don't know, or that a term you have that I haven't mentioned, which there are many, many, many terms, that maybe you can leave that in the comments below and share it with the rest of us, and we'll learn as we go. So thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.